When people hear the word beast, they imagine noise, they imagine chaos, they imagine anger, they imagine dominance that needs to be announced. But the real beast has never been loud. The real beast watches, it learns, it waits, it builds. There is a version of power that doesn't shout, it doesn't explain, it doesn't beg, it doesn't compete. It positions. And when you understand this, your entire life changes. Because the most dangerous people in every room are not the ones talking, they are the ones deciding. This is Project Beast, and this is where calm stops being misunderstood. Most people think calm means safe. They think quiet means weak. They think emotional control means emotional absence. So they test it, they push it, they lean on it, they step over it. And when nothing happens immediately, they assume they can go further. That is why calm people are always tested, not because they are weak, but because predators search for certainty, and silence without structure looks like permission. Here is the truth nobody teaches. Respect is not built on how kind you are. It is built on what happens when lines are crossed. The world studies reaction, and when your reaction is always tolerance, accommodation, explanation, and emotional labor, people unconsciously downgrade you. Not because they hate you, but because the nervous system reads consequences, not intentions. The calm beast is not aggressive. He is exact. He speaks once, he moves once, he corrects early, and he changes position when necessary. He does not argue his boundaries, he lives them. He does not raise his voice, he lowers access. He does not threaten, he removes himself, his resources, his energy, his presence. And the loss educates better than any speech ever could. Power is not what you can do to people. Power is what people know will happen if they misplace you. And that knowledge is not built in a day. It is built through patterns. You say no and you mean it. You leave and you don't return to explain. You reduce availability and you don't negotiate yourself back into spaces that disrespected you. You stop over-giving. You stop performing kindness. You move from emotional to structural, because the real beast is not an emotion, it is a system of standards, a system of consequences, a system of discipline, a system of growth, a system of self-leadership. Most people live in moods, the beast lives in codes. This is where most calm people fail. They try to look powerful. They change their voice, their posture, their aesthetic, their quotes. But presence is not designed, it is produced. Produced by the life you are building when nobody is clapping. Produced by what you can walk away from. Produced by how much pressure your nervous system can hold without leaking. The beast energy people feel is not fear, it is capacity. The capacity to leave, the capacity to deny access, the capacity to rebuild, the capacity to replace, the capacity to stand alone, the capacity to endure. When someone feels you don't need them to survive, they start respecting how they treat you. When someone feels you can absorb loss without collapsing, they start choosing their behavior carefully. And this is why discipline is not optional. Because without discipline, calm becomes softness. But with discipline, calm becomes weight. Your body must know hardship. Your mind must know silence. Your schedule must know structure. Your emotions must know regulation. Your identity must know direction. This is also why the modern beast is not just physical. The modern beast is strategic. He builds skills. He builds leverage. He builds platforms. He builds income. He builds systems. He builds intelligence. Because power in this era is not about dominance. It is about position. Who controls attention? Who controls resources? Who controls access? Who controls systems? Who controls himself? That is why Project Beast exists. Not to motivate you, but to reconstruct you. To shift you from emotional living to intentional design. To move you from reaction to authorship. To build you into someone who doesn't need to announce strength because life already introduces you correctly. And if you are watching this, it means something in you is tired. Tired of being misunderstood. Tired of being over-available. Tired of being the stable one everyone leans on. Tired of explaining. Tired of being soft where you should have been solid. That tiredness is not weakness. It is the beginning of authority. Because every serious transformation starts with quiet refusal. Refusal to continue a version of yourself that no longer fits. From this point forward, this channel will break down the psychology of power, the laws of respect, the construction of discipline, the architecture of presence, the future tools of dominance, and the inner systems that separate calm men from controlled men. And if you are here for noise, you won't last. But if you are here to build something dangerous in silence, you are home. And before you leave, do one thing. Subscribe. Not for entertainment, but as a marker. A decision that you are stepping into a different internal standard. And if this message spoke to you, share it with someone who is too calm for the world they are in. Because the beast does not need numbers, but builders recognize each other. This is Project Beast. Power without noise, control without chaos. And this is only the beginning.